Hey guys, I'm Erin, and this is Bailey, and we are CODA students making a video to talk to you today about occupational therapy, the condition of osteogenesis imperfecta, or OI, and as well as an ideal assistive device to use for this condition. And that device that we have chosen is the vehicle pedal extender, which is a device, as it says, which is used to extend the pedal to a reachable point for a person with OI to be able to continue to operate a motor vehicle. But before we get into all that, we just want to talk to you a little bit about occupational therapy because many people don't know what it is. So our definition is that occupational therapy is a process of rehabilitation and recovery from physical or mental illness, utilizing meaningful activity to achieve optimal functionality. So in this instance, we could say that OT session might consist of making the measurements and fitting the pedal extender to the vehicle with the person with OI actually in the vehicle, so that we have an exact measurement of what we need to be fitted with, and as well as to assess any other limitations that need to be addressed to modify the vehicle for that person. So let's talk about OI, and Bailey's going to give you some of the characteristics and about what it is and why they would need this.
Alright, osteogenesis imperfecta is a genetic disorder, and it's characterized by brittle bones that are extremely easy to break. The bones are so fragile, in fact, that they may break without any apparent trauma. Signs and symptoms of OI can include excessive fracturing, muscle weakness, joint laxity, short stature, thin, smooth skin, easy bruising, curved spine, bowing of long bones, heat intolerance, excessive sweating, and eye sclera, that is the whites of the eyes that may appear blue or gray. These patients may appear barrel-chested or have a triangular face. Some patients experience hearing loss, and some may even experience breakdown in the teeth as well. OI is divided into 8 types depending on the severity of the patient's condition, and type 1 represents the most mild and most common form, including anywhere from a handful of breaks to several dozen breaks in a lifetime. And it's coupled with some of the other symptoms as well. And because of the vastness of the diagnosis, it's often hard to pinpoint until many breaks have occurred. The symptoms progressively worsen up to type 8, which demonstrates the most deformative and debilitating type. It's estimated that 25,000 to 50,000 people have osteogenesis imperfecta in the United States, and that it occurs once in every 12 to 15,000 births. OI has equal frequency in gender and race groups and is an inherited condition, and that's if a parent has the disease, the child has a 50% chance of acquiring this disease as well.
So some positive consistencies that we can point out about OI is that those with mild and moderate types still often maintain an average lifespan. That is, they're going to live just as long as you or me or anybody else. And also that the frequency in breaks will decrease after puberty. So it's not as bad once they've hit that puberty stage and surpassed it. So because of this, we as OT practitioners should work hard to affirm the warnings that have been discovered about OI and give these individuals the best quality of life as possible. Patients and caregivers of those with OI must be extremely cautious. Any harsh movement should be avoided. The biggest challenge for functional movement for an individual with OI is muscle weakness leading to inability. For this reason, we should exhaust all options to keep patients active in activities of daily living and just the things that they love. So we can use the pedal extender as an optimal assistive device to aid in the elevation of quality of life for somebody that loves driving and their independence and doesn't want to give it up. Many patients with OI are confined to a wheelchair. So those who are not should be utilizing their leg mobility as much as possible. Using this pedal extender, it allows for more functional mobility and provides lower body strengthening through pushing of the pedal, as well as upper body strengthening through grasping of the wheel, manipulation of the wheel. Also, we know that the seat of the car has good back support. However, usually there's some movement in the side. So driving also promotes core stability, resistance of that side-to-side deviation. And that is another thing that can be assessed. If they aren't able to do that, then there's another device, padding, strapping, that can be utilized to keep them in that position to be able to utilize the pedal extender that we've applied to the vehicle.
Here's a picture of our pedal extender, and as you can see, it has extensions on both the gas and the brake. And they can move out as much as you would like, or as little as you would like. I think they average to be around $100 when I checked them out on Amazon.
So that's not too bad considering all the technologies that are available and around that can be pretty expensive. And that addresses the short stature symptom that most people with OI have.
And the lifespan of these patients that have OI is still average. And as OT professionals or practitioners, we have the means to provide a high quality of life using this pedal extender to inspire strengthening, movement, and convenience in the completion of many life tasks such as driving.
So that's our pedal extender and review of occupational therapy and osteogenesis imperfecta. Thank you.